Da bin ich wieder. Dann reden wir mal mit Detective Hara.
So, what do you make of all this?
Good question, boss. Good question. We don't seem to be prisoners here. Well, there's a storm above, so we may as well be. On the face of it, though, Roth's story holds up.
You're kidding, right?
Oh, something's off. I just don't know what yet.
So what's the plan?
I'm not sure there needs to be one.
You're kidding. We came here to rescue Annie. Let's do it.
Can't take her against her will, boss.
I don't believe this.
Take it easy. We're here now, in no immediate danger. It's an opportunity.
To work out what the hell is going on?
You got it, boss.
Wie kommen wir hier
How
raus?
are we gonna get out of here?
Well, the storm up there can't last long. I'll make sure we can go in a hurry if it comes to that.
Anything you need?
Actually, a spare can of fuel would be good. Can't find one up here. And it's a long way to the nearest gas station.
I'll see what I can find.
Ask that sister of yours. She knows her way around.
What's your opinion on Roth?
Seems nice enough.
Seriously? You're falling for his bullshit?
Please, boss. This ain't my first rodeo. But maybe the doc isn't behind it. Maybe it's bigger.
He's behind it.
Okay, then. Let's prove it. Motive, means, opportunity.
This isn't a fucking courtroom drama.
It's just the way I think, boss. Never led me astray before.
Er sagt, wir brauchen ein Motiv mit und eine Gelegenheit, um Ross Pläne zu durchschauen.
Means, motive, opportunity, some bullshit they teach at the academy?
More personal philosophy. Figure out those three, and you don't need the phase flip to predict the future.
Enlighten me then.
Means, what is it you think the dog's planning? And can he even do it? Motive, why would he? No one does anything without a reason. What drives him? An opportunity. How's he plan to pull it off?
What, why, how? Figure that out and I'll have him?
Never failed me before.
Was hält er von
Thoughts
Trinity?
on Trinity's lab so far?
I assumed there'd be more people here. Takes a big organization to build all this. Can't start and end with one man.
One man with the ability to manipulate time. Trinity, this facility, the research, it's all some design of Roth's. I'm sure of it.
You're taking it too personal, boys. He couldn't do all this himself.
Well, the answers will be here somewhere. Any more thoughts on this phase-flipping stuff?
Dangerous thing in the wrong hands.
In Roth's hands, he grins at me.
I was thinking of yours, boss.
I can't go back as far as he can, but I do wonder why he hasn't... I don't know.
Taking over the world?
I mean, he could play the stock market, predict events, you name it.
My only guess, he doesn't want to.
Not everyone cares about power and riches.
I'd usually disagree with you there. It's money and power keeps a homicide cop at work. Though the doc does seem genuinely interested in the research.
Roth's painting me as paranoid, crazy. I know I've been seeing things that aren't there. Dead people, monsters, but I didn't imagine every shitty thing that's happened since I jumped that boxcar.
Well, you didn't hallucinate our encounter in the hospital. I have a bump on the head to prove it.
Right, so why haven't you said anything?
It'd be some excuse. Just to keep what I know to myself.
So then, what's their plan? Why not kill us now? He just shrugs.
Ja,
Can
dann
we
gucken wir
drive
uns
this
mal
out
um.
of here?
The doc said we're welcome to it.
He won't really let us leave.
So you say, boss.
I've still got to convince Annie anyway.
Well, I'll round up supplies. Make sure this thing's not gonna break down in the middle of the desert.
Empty boxes, a bit of 2x4, and an old toolbox. A single screwdriver rattles around inside.
I'll load her up with any supplies I find, so we're good to go.
Bedienfeld.
I peer closer. Sacks of coffee beans.
Mit.
I try to open one, but can't tear the thick hessian.
Ist das ein Schraubendreher?
Heavy aroma of dark coffee wafts up as I poke a hole through the hessian. I grab a handful of coffee beans.
Okay, kann ich... Nee. Dann gehen wir nach unten. Machen wir uns mal einen Kaffee.
Dad. Come back for me.
These are getting worse. I throw the beans into the grinder.
Make sure you close the...
Ah! I stab at the button as the machine spits a cloud of fine grounds all over the counter.
Okay.
The more I try to scoop up the coffee grounds, the more they get on everything. The more I try to scoop up the coffee grounds, the more they get on everything. I'd prefer something more hearty, like the steak that was on. I place the bowl and spoon back in the dispenser and watch as it's lowered out of sight.
Vielleicht sollte ich vorher mal den Löffel dafür benutzen.
I stand.
Mal schnell forschen.
Hearty veg. How come Annie gets a steak?
Holen wir uns nochmal den Löffel. Mal gucken, ob wir mit den Löffeln bei Kaffee was machen können.
Quietly, then my meal. I take the. If you have to eat everything with plastic cutlery, it's no wonder Annie didn't redeem her steak.
The steak comes with a proper knife. But enjoy your soup.
The plastic spoons is useless.
Da kann ich ja
The
nichts
more I try
machen.
to scoop up the coffee grounds, the more they get on everything.
So, ab nach unten.
Dr. Gideon Roth, the man himself. Angry bleep and a red light. I think he's in there. Maybe I should knock. I wrap my knuckles on the steel door. It clicks open.
Mr. Carter.
If all this was some sick experiment, what's the point of it all?
This ability of yours to take your consciousness back in time.
Phase flipping.
You exhibited a latent natural ability, a strong one. But the full potential could only be brought about by lethal stress to the cortex. A string of mortal crises.
Sounds like a lot of horse shit to me.
Understandable, of course. In time, you will realize we are not the enemy. When you do, we'll discuss how your ordeal can help us.
What's the point of this place? What are you doing here?
I thought you'd have figured that out by now, Mr. Carter.
You abduct people to experiment on.
I see that dry wit runs in the family. Our research centers around quantum cognition. We've developed a tool, a machine to study it, to harness it. The quantum coupler.
Right. And how do I fit into this?
You agreed to help, to let us unlock your latent ability.
And why would I do that? He shrugs.
You simply saw the good we could do here.
Well, I don't see it now. I'm not going near your machine.
That's your decision. I merely ask that you take the time to think about it.
So, you're the one that figured out quantum cognition.
Figured it out? Ha! I've spent multiple lifetimes researching it, and only barely scratched the surface of understanding.
Summarize it for me.
Ha! That's the spirit. But you learn plenty as we move ahead with our testing.
I get the impression I've learned all I care to about quantum cognition. Who are you, really?
Well, I imagine you've heard a great deal already. Some may even be true. But I'll save you my life story. I believe Miss Grace wants the burden of sharing that tale.
You say you rescued my sister.
Ask her yourself. I'm sure you trust her answer more than mine.
Your other attempts failed. At what?
Unlocking your potential, Mr. Carter. Together, we will save the world.
What a crock of shit.
Okay, dann fahren wir immer nach dem Bild.
This photo, it shows you and Holden, but Trinity had a third founder.
Ah, yes. Wonderful woman. A brilliant mind. Shame she didn't stay.
What happened? Why did she leave?
She had her own reasons. Not much to say, really.
Can't search his room when he's in here. Can't search his... You're researching bugs too?
I was. Did you know that per volume, the insect brain has 10 times the quantum matter of mammalia?
I did not.
In some species of ants, it even allows for distributed intelligence. Fascinating. Well, it was for a time anyway. One reaches a point where there is no more to discover.
When you're living time over and over, I suppose one must. Can't search his room when...
Okay, ich kann den Raum nicht weiter durchsuchen. Dann gucken wir uns noch weiter.
Wouldn't mind having a look around when he's not in there. Glowing text reads Dr. Anne Galanis, Annie's room. Another room listed as unoccupied. Empty. If there was ever anyone using these rooms, they've cleaned up any trace. Well, these empty rooms are definitely all empty. Dr. Sanjay Daswani bunks here, according to the panel. Too many PhDs in this place. Angry bleep and a... No answer.
Keine Antwort.
Trail of wet footprints. They lead directly into the wall here. I run my hands over the polished surface. There's a crack here, razor thin. Some kind of panel. Nothing to hide my ass.
Ich habe ein paar nasse Fußspuren gefunden, die direkt in einer Wand auf der dritten Ebene führen.
I push at the panel, but it doesn't, and I can't get my fingers in the... I scrape at the crack around the panel, manage to pop it open. A keypad. I punch in a random code and get an angry bleep in response.
Ich habe ein paar nasse Fußspuren gefunden, die direkt an der Wand Ebene führen und ein verstecktes Tastfeld. Wenn ich nur herausfinden könnte, welche Tasten gedrückt werden.
Water's still dripping from this pipe.
Immer noch eine Etage tiefer.
Bill? Wait. The interface lab, according to the display. Guess I found the labs.
Hello, you must be Mick.
Yeah.
Name's Sanjay. Welcome. Gideon said to make you feel at home, so have a sticky beak. I'll be right here if you need me.
Okay, dann schauen wir uns erstmal. Ein Papierstreifen gleitet an einer zuckenden Nadel vorbei.
What are you measuring here?
Superconductive field stability for the accelerator.
Seems kind of primitive.
The sensor array is ex-military.
Guess those guys don't care about wasting paper.
We rigged a sensor on the needle so a doctor can monitor it remotely. Does the job.
I flick open a manila folder. Pages of data adorned by illegible notes in red biro.
I wouldn't... I don't know if you've met my Teutonic partner in crime, but Klein, he doesn't like people touching his stuff.
What's this machine?
That's what this whole thing's about, man. The quantum coupler.
This is what got me into this mess?
This is she.
How does it work?
Lets us read and write to the cortex of the subject at a qubit level. All the stuff between the neurons of classical brain science.
So you can control this time travel ability.
To some degree. We're still bound by biological imperatives.
Which is why you had to put me through hell.
Hey, you volunteered.
Apparently. What's with the plants?
A bit of a hobby of mine. Can be nice to talk to something without a cerebral cortex sometimes.
So how'd you end up here, Sanjay?
Apparently, Gideon poached me after reading my dissertation in the Journal of Neurology. But I think it's just because I'm so fun to be around.
You're a neurologist?
I trained as a surgeon, but then got the neurology bug and ended up miring myself in research.
When I was his age, could barely tie my shoes. I found a hidden door in one of the corridors.
Well, there's maintenance access panels all around the place. Best not to mess with them.
So Roth's your boss, yeah?
He's the whole reason I'm here. Though he's been happy to let me explore my own avenues of research.
I guess they align with his goals, whatever they are.
He's just as curious about the stuff as I am.
What can you tell me about this place?
Well, it's been my home the last few years. This room's the heart of the operation. Look around. Be happy to tell you what things do.
You're working on this time travel tech?
I think of it more like precognition.
All I know is when I die, I go back.
Of course. How far do you say?
30 seconds, a minute?
Decent baseline.
How come Roth can jump back further than me?
Well, you know those hallucinations you've been seeing? They're a side effect of your brain writing new temporal pathways.
So, practice makes perfect?
You got it.
And Roth's got a head start on me.
Sure, though we're working on amplifying the process too.
You said you're working on amplifying the phase flip duration. So, could I go back further?
Sure?
Say, 5 years? Or more?
At a certain point, it starts to take exponentially more neural mass. With our technique, we can square it, but no, don't think 5 years is possible.
Apparently whatever you did is making me crazy.
Temporal displacement, yeah? Hallucinations? Amazing.
You try being haunted by ghosts from your past, getting ripped apart by monsters. See how amazing it feels to you.
Well, the damage is easily fixed now.
If I let you poke around in my head more. Better the devil I know.
I'm sure you'll come around.
Oh, fragen wir ihn mal nach das Bild.
Hey, know anything about the woman that founded Trinity?
Only rumors. She left before my time. I get the impression she and Gideon didn't see eye to eye though. Constantly arguing. And I heard she left after there was an accident in the lab. Gideon can have pretty high expectations. My guess, he cheered her out over it. That was the last straw.
Hey, swap meals?
Gotta warn you, I'm vegan. But if you want to join the dark side,
My wife would love that, but I'll have to pass. The tofu I can handle, just not that stuff you call cheese. How much do you know about the reactor?
the reactor is their client's baby. Full term.
Steuerer wendet sich umeinander, bevor sie sich mit ihrem großen Bruder verbinden, um das ganze Labor zu umrunden.
Going by all these hazard signs, if there's a fire to put out, it'll be in here.
Ich mitnehmen?
Nothing to unscrew. It's more likely to be useful where it is. It's more likely... Beam hazard. Danger of death. Do not open when light is flashing. Not reading anything here.
Mal eine Runde sterben?
Another pipe runs along the inside, bristling with electronics, tubes and wires. Not reading.
Also später dann, wahrscheinlich.
Clothes spill from a hastily packed suitcase, jumbled mix of wrinkled skirts and odd socks. No telling the clean from the dirty. Makeup compact. Must be Annie's. There's no powder left inside. Just a mirror, a and a little brush.
Mega mit einem kleinen Puderpinsel und Spiegel.
Now Roth's not here, you can tell me. What's really going on?
Exactly what we said, Mick.
But why did you disappear? No phone call? Nothing?
Oh, shit. I did mean to call. Is Joe all right with the kids?
Are you serious?
Well, it was supposed to look like I disappeared. So you'd come in, not just split town again. But I should check in with Joe. He's been annoyed about how much I'm working lately.
This is insane. Why not just ask me?
You needed the cognitive stress for it to work. Roth sent a team to pick you up, but I guess they didn't find you.
They found me all right. They tried to kill me.
Now you're not making sense, Mick.
Fragen wir sie mal.
I've seen a copy of this photo with a third founder.
A woman, right?
Yeah. Know anything?
Only that Roth doesn't talk much about her. Dr. Klein knows more, but he's not one for office gossip.
Yeah, I bet.
Unless it's over a bottle of schnapps.
She winks conspiratorially.
Apparently, this woman had a bit of a thing going with Maxwell Holden. But something happened. A lab accident. She left after that.
So, soll ich die Suppe tauschen?
Hey, I'll swap you that boring old steak for a delicious bowl of soup.
Oh, I'm not hungry now. It'll just go cold. If you didn't want it, you shouldn't have used the ticket.
Hey, I'll swap you that.
Oh, I'm not hungry.
I found a hidden door in one of the corridors.
There's access panels all through this place. Probably just one of those. Don't mess with it.
Do you know where we might find a petrol can?
What do you need that for?
I know you trust Roth, but I need to know we can get out of here in a hurry if we need to.
Well, if it'll make you feel better. Sanjay might know. He'll be in the lab downstairs.
So you do think Roth is trustworthy?
Yes, absolutely.
How can you though? He can loop back, change the past, manipulate things however he wants.
I can read people, Mick. It's my job. You can trust him. The fact that he's here researching this technology with us is reason enough. He could have kept it to himself, played the stock market, bought half the country.
And how did he pay for this facility?
It's for the greater good, Mick.
So you're working for Trinity.
Nothing gets past you, does it?
When did you start here?
About a year ago. Dr. Roth read a paper I wrote in the Journal of Psychiatric Biology. I was actually slamming his quantum cognition theories as rubbish pseudoscience. Anyway, he reached out to me, we got chatting.
Next thing you knew, you were working for him.
Right. I'll be eating humble pie when we finally publish.
So you know all about quantum cognition.
Oh, there's still so much to learn. I wish I could phase flip like you. I'd be able to spend a year researching in a single day.
Family wouldn't miss you?
I mean, to them, I'd still be home for dinner. And geez, Mick, like you can talk.
So, time travel, huh?
Guess so.
Can you do it?
No, at least not yet. But with your help, we can learn how to trigger it in more people.
Without putting them through hell, I hope.
Of course.
I've been seeing things.
Right, yes, you would have been. Side effect of unlocking the phase flip. A lot of new pathways being built in that brain of yours.
Great.
It's easy to repair now you're here.
You expect me to let you poke around in my head again?
The quantum coupler is totally non-invasive.
Could she make it sound more ominous?
You can wait until you've had time to settle in.
These hallucinations. I've been seeing Alec.
Oh, Mick.
I just wish I could forget.
How he died.
No, not just that. No judgment, right?
Never.
Remembering him is so painful. These last 5 years. I tried so hard to forget. Not just that he died. Forget the things we did together. Forget his face. Forget he ever existed.
Oh, Jesus, Mick.
Pretty fucked up, I know.
You should have talked to me. Grief does shit to people. But you can't forget him. You can't heal that way.
Well, not when he keeps showing up and talking to me.
We'll sort that out later, okay? You know it's just in your head now.
Thanks.
Ah!
How did...
denn jetzt hier?
Hey, know where I could get a can of petrol around here?
Not sure. A doctor will know. He'll be downstairs in the reactor.
Unten bei den Reaktor.
Dad, you're not real. This must be the reactor.
Ugh, it's you. Stay out of my way.
Spinne, genau wie die, die ich in der Schule hatte. Sie sind allerdings nicht mit Vorhängeschlössern verschlossen. Auf den Schildern steht klein Deswarny und Wash.
What's in here?
Nothing for you. Get away from there.
Does this computer control the reactor?
Yes, obviously it does.
I'll keep my distance.
You think you have control access to the reactor computer? You may be Dr. Roth's golden boy, but you are still an idiot.
So I can push buttons without blowing us up?
You can go annoy someone else.
I'm Mick. You look after the reactor, Mr...
Doctor, if you'd be so kind, Herr Dr. Klein. And I built this reactor, Mick.
You built this place? You're an engineer then?
I am a physicist. Engineering is just busy work. Now please, I am very busy.
I'm told you know where I can find a petrol can.
I might. You do something for me, and I'll tell you.
Ugh, what?
Computers showing a pressure drop in a pipeline on the level 3 corridor.
You want me to sort it out?
Shouldn't prove too challenging. Even for someone like you.
This guy. Mind if I ask some questions?
Yes, I do mind.
Not the friendliest chap. So the reactor's inside this central core.
The core houses the original nuclear waste, feeding the reactor below us.
The reactor uses old spent fuel.
I'd hardly call the fuel spent. Why do you think those fools had to bury it? Our solid-state design is orders of magnitude more efficient than the reactors that created this waste.
Built on advances from Dr. Roth.
Correct.
Away.
Barrels of diesel fuel for the generator. Much too heavy to move. Must be a backup generator if the main reactor goes down. Probably shouldn't touch it. A display here shows ambient radiation levels. This area is currently sitting at 14.46. Wonder if that lines up with Holden's old Geiger counter. Huh. My Geiger counter shows a big fat 0. Why would this gauge read higher? Doesn't seem like the sort of thing I should just ignore. Still reading at 14. Nothing done.
Ich soll jetzt das Leck stopfen wahrscheinlich.
Water's still dripping from this pipe. Guess this is what Klein wants me to fix.
Die Schraubendreher. Einfach in da.
I try to tighten the leaking joint. No good. I need a wrench. Or something to gum up the leak.
Die Suppe.
I'd prefer something more hardy. Like the steak that was... The plastic spoons. The compact's empty. And that... It clicks open.
Ah, Mr. Carter.
I hear we're all sitting on a nuclear bomb.
Hardly. There's no enriched plutonium here. The reactor is fueled solely by depleted fission products.
There's a reason they bury those out in the desert.
You need not worry. The reactor is passive, solid state. It runs with extreme precision. If the computer picks up even the smallest bump in radiation, temperature, output, we'll all hear the alarms.
I trust computers less than I trust him. Okay, how does this reactor work then?
Well, your standard nuclear reactor uses fuel to superheat steam, turning mechanical turbines. High pressures, moving parts, it's a complicated, primitive mess, prone to error. Our reactor doesn't use heat, it uses light. It's lined with phosphor, you see, which glows in the presence of gamma radiation.
And how does that make power?
Well, how does one create electricity from light?
Solar panels?
Quite right.
If it's that simple, why the pipes everywhere? The coolant pool?
Well, I had to develop a number of key technologies for this to work. So the reactor floor is half power plant and half test apparatus. Throw in multiple redundancies, safety measures.
Okay, I get it.
Glaube ich nicht, dass er das versteht.
I'll keep it to myself. I'll hold on. Can't search his room when he... I lean in and take a peek in the glove box. Save for the service record. It's empty. I found a hidden door in one of the corridors.
Yeah? What's behind it?
Dunno. It's sealed.
Huh. Likely a maintenance hatch. But if you get into it, let me know.
It's got a keypad lock.
Interesting. Wish I'd brought a forensics kit. Could dust the keys for prints. See which had been pressed. You poked them all with your grubby little fingers, didn't you, boss?
The reactor downstairs makes me nervous.
No kidding. You'd expect a team of technicians monitoring a thing like that.
It's all computers these days.
Well, the place is full of scientists, and they don't seem worried.
Okay, dann gehen wir nochmal und gucken, ob wir das mit der schönen Puderdose machen können.
That might help, if there were any powder in the compact.
Oh, soll ich aber nachfragen, ob ich Puder wieder kriege?
Display says the accelerator lab is through here. My Geiger counter's not reading any radiation around here, but the sensors at the end are giving 15 CPM. And isn't that bad?
No, idiot. That's natural background radiation anywhere.
Right. Well, why is my Geiger counter not showing it then?
It's defective, obviously.
Oh. It's more likely to be useful where it is.
Mal kurz speichern.
Not going near that door while the light's flashing. That won't help get it fixed. Can I just...
Will you just let me work?
Ich glaube, der mag mich nicht.
This yours?
I thought I chucked that out.
This yours?
I thought I chucked.
I don't trust the reactor we're sitting on.
Well, how much do you know about nuclear physics?
Not a whole lot.
Same here. But Dr. Klein is top of the field.
I don't trust him either.
You're projecting. Understandable, this is a high-tension environment. I can give you some exercises to help.
I'll pass. Desk and walls are covered in junk and old post-its. Mum gave up trying to get Annie to tidy her room when she was 6.
Vielleicht kann Grace was machen.
I offer her the compact.
You want me to wear more makeup?
No!
Pig.
I found a hidden door in one of the corridors.
What's behind it?
Dunno. It's locked.
Well, talk to me when you have something worth writing about.
Ich kann das Kaffeepulver
Have any
nutzen.
thoughts on the reactor?
Herr Klein tried to explain how it works. All mumbo jumbo to me.
I scoop up some of the finer grounds. Taking the brush, I dust coffee over the keypad. Ah, I should have done this before sticking my grubby fingers all over it. Coffee coats all the keys evenly. Hasn't been used since I dusted it.
Okay. Jetzt muss ich machen, dass das benutzt wird. Muss ich mal schauen. Aber das machen wir in der nächsten Folge. Also bis dann. Ciao, ciao.